Guns should be treated the same way cars are. Yes, we have a right to drive on our roads. In fact, our roads are in the Constitution. Article 1, Section 8, Congress shall have the power to authorize to raise taxes and spend money for postal roads and post offices. It's right there in the Constitution. Now, we can get into a whole conversation about the post office. That's another, we've had that many times. But you got a right to ride on a road. And before cars, you didn't need a license to drive a horse. Because people, by and large, it's pretty obvious if you knew how to ride a horse. And if you didn't know how to ride a horse, you were not on that horse very long. Whereas with cars, everybody thought they knew how to use them. And once they started going fast enough that hitting, a 20, 30 mile an hour collision head on, you kill somebody. Or hitting somebody in the street. I mean, those cars, those early cars, there were over 100 auto manufacturers by 1915. I mean, it was a big deal. It was a whole brand new industry. It was exploding, and there were no rules. And so they said, people are dying. These cars are capable of killing people. So 3 simple things. Number 1, registration. The car has a vehicle identification number. It's put on it when it's manufactured, and it is taken off the books when that thing is destroyed. So you have a continuous chain of custody. You always know who owns that car. Number 2, proficiency. Prove that you know how to use it. Take a driver's test and get a driver's license. And number 3, insurance. You have to have liability insurance. I think it's insane that had those 20 children in Connecticut, in Newtown, Connecticut, had those 20 children been hit by a crazed drunk driver or even a homicidal driver, mowed down as they were walking out of a school bus, every one of their families would be negotiating with Geico right now for the $1 million liability policy because the drivers would be required to have it. But because they were killed by a gun owner or by a gun, they got nothing. Not even burial expenses. Not even the cost of the kind of counseling and therapy that they're going to need. They got nothing. That seems to me bizarre.